This is MSJChem. In this video, I'll be looking at an exam overview for the standard level. The IB Chemistry exam is made up of 3 papers, Paper 1, Paper 2 and Paper 3. Paper 1 has a weighting of 20%, Paper 2 40% and Paper 3 20%. The internal assessment makes up the remaining 20%. If we look at the weighting of objectives, we can see that each paper is split equally between objectives 1 and 2 and objectives 3. We'll take a closer look at the assessment objectives in the next slide. In terms of duration, Paper 1 is 45 minutes, Paper 2 75 minutes, and Paper 3 60 minutes. Next, we look at the assessment objectives. Assessment objective 1 are the easiest and 3 are the most difficult. Here we can see some examples of the command terms for assessment objective 1. For example, we have define, draw, list, measure, and state. For assessment objective 2, we have apply, calculate, describe, distinguish, and estimate. And for assessment objective 3, we have analyze, compare, deduce, demonstrate, and determine. As we can see, the level of difficulty increases from assessment objective 1 to assessment objective 3. Next, we'll take a closer look at papers 1, 2, and 3. Paper 1 is worth 30 marks. A data booklet and calculator are not permitted on paper 1. However, students are allowed to use a periodic table, which is given on the inside of the front cover of the exam paper. The paper 1 exam consists of 30 multiple choice questions, which gives a total of 30 marks. Each question has a possible of 4 answers, of which 1 is correct, and there are no marks deducted for wrong answers. Next, we look at paper 2. Paper 2 is worth 50 marks. It is made up of short answer and extended response questions. It covers material from the core syllabus only. In paper 2, a calculator and data booklet are allowed. And finally, we look at paper 3. Paper 3 has questions on core and option material and has a total of 32 marks. It is divided into 2 sections. Section A is made up of 1 data-based question and several short answer questions that are based on experimental work. Section B is made up of short answer and extended response questions from 1 option. This means you should only answer questions from 1 option, and that's either A, B, C, or D. In paper 3, a data booklet and calculator are allowed. So that's all from this video. In the next video, we'll be looking at some hints and tips for papers 1, 2, and 3.